have got to dig deep into who we are right now. We've got to dig into the things that are causing us issues in all three phases right now. We got to look at how people are attacking us in all three phases right now, and we got to be forward thinkers, right? And what are people going to do when they look at our tape, and how are they going to try to attack us?
Stevie Lee, man, before we address what that was Sark last week, going into the bye week that was last week, but man, it is, I'm really kind of depressed today. Kind of depressed because call me soft, call me whatever, but I had to whip out the bag of sweatshirts, the beanies, had to make sure they're all in order. This is the first big cold front of the year. I don't like this cold weather, and this is why I'm wearing the sweatshirt. And I think this one is, if you believe it or not, it's from 1994. Yeah.
Dude, man, I welcome the cool weather, man. It was beautiful today.
You enjoyed it?
I did.
I mean, it was a beautiful day. It's just, it's the mental piece. Being mentally tougher than the elements outside.
I guess so, man. It was a beautiful day. I was out showing real estate, and it was nice. I was up at Lake Belton today, man. It was beautiful.
That's an underrated part. You do not get a good reach. This is proof that you can't judge an area from what you see from an interstate.
No question. It's beautiful.
Lake Belton is gorgeous, man. Absolutely stunning. So you saw the soundbite from Steve Sarkisian as they were going into bye week last week. You got to love the introspective approach. It's not about the opponent. We got to look ourselves. I mean, adding to what he said as they spent all of last week, kind of explain that as a player, as before we get this episode rolling. It's not so much focusing on the big monster ahead that they're going to face this Saturday. What else is it to maybe what you think took place this past weekend during bye week?
Well, during the bye week, you try to get people healthy, and then you go into a game scenario scrimmage on Thursday, and then but you don't go hard like full on tackling like game speed, you know. But you at the end of the season, once you have towards the end of the season like we're in, once you have a bye week, you really want to just get people healthy.
You look at where the team is, they've progressively gotten better. But it just sounded like Sarkisian was saying, we've got to focus. Look at us. How can we get better? Is there a ceiling? Have we reached the ceiling?
Yeah.
How did you interpret what he said?
Really, the part that I really liked what he said was trying to figure out what people are going to do against us. That's coach's talk. What I read through the line is between the lines were what are our weaknesses and what they're going to exploit us, how they're going to try to exploit us, and that's what we need to sound up on.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we talked about last week. You know they're going to try to go to that same play that they did, but they're probably going to fake that.
Yeah,
and go to the left-hand side. You know Kirby is smart at Georgia. They're smart. But we're going to get into this in episode 492. One thing I do want to do before we get rolling is, talk about a good place to get some beverages for this week. If you're not going to Atlanta, Athens, maybe you're going to watch it at home on a beautiful day like this with a sweatshirt on your balcony or at your patio, or have a few folks over. You be sure to stock up your chosen cabinetry of certain beverages. Just go to Far West Boulevard and go visit our guy Dave at this fine establishment. Yeah, Northwest Hills Liquor, Dave Ramirez, where you are not a customer, you're a guest. He will educate you on all the things that Stevie and I like to partake in. Has a great selection, wines, bourbons, other beer, whatnot. And they even sell bottled water in case you were just not aware. But that's the place to go. Stevie, let's get into it. Texas, after a bye week, It's a big week. It's a team that kind of own Texas right now. You ready to get into it?
That's right.
Let's ride, baby. Be sure to like and follow each of our social media platforms and subscribe for free to our YouTube page. Just click that subscribe button on the YouTube page and like and follow on the other ones. It's very simple. So, real quick, what's your thoughts on Georgia? And we'll get a little deeper into it here shortly.
They're good. They're good, and they play well at home too. So it's an uphill battle for Texas to come in. We can do it. Don't get me wrong. We can beat them, but we got to do everything right, be disciplined, no crazy, dumb penalties, and execute. We can do it, man. We can.
Yeah, anything's possible. I mean, that's the beauty, I think, of the SEC. Anything is remotely possible. The one thing that I think is good that we got a good development, the injured Longhorns will be back. Jelani McDaniel, Taft, and some others, key members are going to be back. What's your thoughts on all those guys? And I don't know if you follow the press conference or not today from Coach Sark.
Man, I was working all day, but Taft, I really want him back, man. He's the he just puts everybody in the right position in the secondary. Because it's a thumb and he plays defense, I don't think it's going to hurt him too much, unless, a quarterback throw a ball right at him and he can't catch it because he has a big cast on.
Right.
But he can still play the position very, very well with just, with 1.5 hand. So Wingo, don't know much about his thumb, but we need him. We need him to have a big game, man. He can, if we can get him out and on the wings and one-on-one, he tends to beat one-on-one tackles. So we really need him back. And then Jelani, we also need him back too. But the big ones for me is Taft and Wingo. Yeah.
And Jelani McDonald, he people don't realize that he does play a big role in that secondary. Obviously, Taft is the heart and spirit of that defense. And apparently his surgeon said, let her rip. I trust her. Let her go. Have fun. Let it go. And so it's time and Wingo. So they're not going to put guys at risk. So the bye week was a good timing for them. God bless our educators. Mike Adams, he's an assistant principal in Pflugerville ISD. He has some administrative duties to take care of, and couldn't be with us this evening, but that's okay. Much love to Mike Adams and his family. But he did want to pass down a few points to us. He did say he does take Texas over Georgia, and this is not the Longhorn in him talking. He really believes it. If you watch prior episodes, Mike does a good job of breaking down things. He as Stevie likes to say, he gets to cooking.
Gets to cooking.
And
I really would like for him to be on right now to not to defend that, but just tell me why. What is he? What is he?
What's your rationale? What's your thinking?
That's okay. We'll call him on the on the bat phone.
The bat phone. That's exactly right. And Adams also said Bama's going to beat Oklahoma this weekend.
I don't think that's a stretch. I like Bama.
Yeah, I'll take it. And his sons, they play for the Louisville Cardinals. They had a heartbreaker. They lost to Cal. Louisville was in the playoff mix. Yeah, but he said they're going to bounce back and beat Dabo Swinney and Clemson. Clemson got a big win this past week. Clemson, my pick to win the national champion. They're now 4-5 on the year. And he says Pitt will take down Notre Dame. If that happens, Notre Dame's done.
Yeah.
Notre Dame is done. And Pitt's really good, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But the focus at hand, in honor of the Playmaker83, let's jump to this topic. Gunnar Stockton, we got a chance to see him. He's tough. He got his bell rung by that UT defense last year, right before they scored, actually, to lock up the SEC championship in a low-scoring game. What's your take on him? Because he's not flashy. He doesn't speak a lot he just answers the question. Do you think he's Heisman worthy? He's starting to come up a lot now as a Heisman Trophy candidate.
I think he should be in the talks about it. I think it's worthy for him to be coming up in it. Who gets it? I still don't know right now. I don't know right now, man. But he should be talked about it for sure. Yeah.
I think he'll be key in this game for Texas. I mean, I really think that he has good feet. He's smart. He's efficient. He makes good decisions, and he's a young quarterback. Obviously he's one to key on, but if you were to nail down one offensive key that Texas has to defend, and then one key for the UT offense against Georgia, what will those 2 points be that they have to address in this game to win?
Honestly, it's the both teams. It's the same thing. Getting in the quarterback's face. Because if you get in Gunner's face, he can get antsy in there. And then we know what happens if you get into Archer's face.
Yeah.
He can get antsy and don't go through his progressions. If we get time, if we give Arch time, he's good. If you give Gunner time, he's good. So both defenses, if they want to be successful, have to get in both quarterbacks' face.
Yeah, I agree. And the UT defense has been really good lately with the sack totals, the touching the quarterback, the pressures, tackles for loss. I really think it's going to be another low-scoring. I don't see a ton of points in this game. Maybe 30, 34, something like that.
The over-under 34?
Huh?
You mean the over-under 34?
Yeah.
Total. Oh. Nah, I see it higher than that.
Do you really?
I do. Yeah, I do.
I see 34 to 38 total points.
Oh. All right. I hear you, and I like it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm only saying that because our offense looked good last week.
Yeah.
And I think that we can put up more than 14, 21 points. I do.
I think you're looking at – yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm looking at 17 to 20 for Texas offense.
No, I think the way we looked last week and the confidence that we're going to have, we will score 30-some points.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to revisit this, and we will next Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I mean, there's really no telling what's going to happen, but there's a lot riding this outcome of this game. Bottom line, it's just the next game of this month of November elimination, so to speak, elimination from the CFP.
Yeah.
But Kirby Smart, back to the Gunnar Stockton conversation. I mean, we all could predict what he's going to say. He was asked about that and Stockton's Heisman campaign.
Last thing I'm worried about is the Heisman. I think the last thing he's worried about is the Heisman. You know, I mean, Gunner's been awesome for our team. He's a selfless player. He's a winner. He cares about his team. He makes great decisions. I think that's a decision for somebody else. You know, I mean, I don't get into that. I've never come out and said something like that for our guys. He's certainly a great player with great players around him.
True. And there's a lot of great players
around
at Georgia every year. So between the hedges, you and I just talked about it. You think Texas can put 30-plus points. I think this is the game in which injuries the tight end breaks out. I really do for Texas. And I think defensively, I think it's going to be one of the guys coming back, McDonald.
Or Wingo?
Or Taft on defense.
Oh, defense. Okay. Got you.
I think there's going to be a game plan that will – because they both saw – I mean, there's experience against Stockton in the time he came in last year to relieve their former quarterback, who's at the University of Miami right now, not having there's that thumb again. That's absolutely beautiful. I don't know why it doesn't do that for yourself. But as we count down, tomorrow night, the CFP, the second CFP rankings will be revealed. And as we work our way down, that really affects those rankings. Man, Indiana was tested big time. Penn State is a team that plays really well at home. Indiana, I don't remember what the stat was or when the last time that Indiana had defeated Penn State in Happy Valley. It had been probably since Jesus walked the earth. It's been forever. But they went there. Penn State's not having a good year. They're one of the programs that fired their coach mid-season.
They were one of the first ones to fire their coach.
They sure were. Gundy got to be the guy that said, "Hey, I'm out first."
Yeah.
And then Franklin was one of the next ones. But Penn State played great inspired ball, but Indiana, people were just waiting for them to crack. They had a phenomenal year, went to the playoff. They're riding high right now. They in Ohio State are on a crash course. I think both they and Ohio State now are in, I think. But Gus Johnson, who is my favorite college football play-by-play guy on air, did you hear his call on that big from Mendoza to Cooper?
No.
Man, I felt he's like a 13-year-old boy going through puberty, but in a Gus Johnson way, phenomenal.
Mendoza in trouble. It's out. Touchdown! Wow! A rock play. Unbelievable. Give him the Heisman Trophy now.
Touchdown! Wow! Give him the Heisman already.
Yeah. That was cool. That was good.
Yeah, Gus Johnson's phenomenal. He brings the energy.
Yeah,
he brings
does.
it. It's kind of like a Mike Adams analysis.
No question.
It really is.
Yeah.
Man, so I don't know, man. What do you have any thoughts on Indiana after this week? I mean, you cannot go through a schedule untested.
Yeah, they dug deep and pulled that one out. And you're right. Every team goes tested, no matter how good you are. When when I was in college, we had a very superior team, but Kansas State almost got us.
Yeah, and Kansas State's really good. Always was back then.
Yeah, or Kansas almost got us. Kansas.
We got in Lawrence.
Yeah, in Lawrence almost got us. So you're gonna get tested, but they came out, man. That catch was phenomenal, man. I didn't think that he caught it or he got a foot in, but he did for sure. But I think that Indiana, they're here, and I think they're gonna have to start. They're gonna have to pay their coach because there's so many vacancies out there, bigger programs. If they want to keep them, they got to pay them.
Signetti is. Yeah. I love him. He was humbled by that, though. He wasn't his sarcastic, direct, forward self as he has been most post game. But I think IU's for real, man. They're starting to get recruits now that they normally don't, as far as commitments. But they're the story. But I think the team that nobody's sleeping on A&M. Steve, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Man, we talked about it with Mike last week and the week before. I really think A&M could easily be number one in the country right now. They beat Missouri 38-17. Missouri's known for their running back, Ahmad Hardy. He had 109 yards against A&M, but the other running back, Jamal Roberts, also. So they gave up 200 yards rushing and still put it on Missouri. In Columbia, Missouri was ranked. Missouri's a good team. The Fighting Bob Baloos. And listen to this. They're now 9-0 for the first time since 1992 and under Mike Elko, this is a key stat. They're 3-0 on the road against ranked opponents.
3-0 on the road against ranked opponents. I hate to say it, man. They're good. They're good. I watched that game against Mizzou, and they went in there and whipped them, like methodically whipped them. They went in there with a game plan and executed their game plan and walked out of there with a win. Mizzou couldn't do anything.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they got their rushing yards, but it just didn't work. I mean, Texas A&M whipped their ass. That's all can be said. They put the belt to the Tigers' ass in Columbia. It is so. That's why we play all these games. And listen, that game in Austin the night after Thanksgiving is becoming bigger and bigger. Especially become that much bigger if Texas beats Georgia.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
And even if Texas doesn't, Texas can still spoil A&M's season. But I think if A&M gets one more win, I mean, they'll play Samford in a non-conference game. I almost want to say they're in, man. They're that close. One team that another team in Texas, which is also saying they could be the best team in Texas, is Texas Tech. It was the biggest game in the country, 7 versus 8, former 7 and 8. Man, Texas Tech looks built for something, some kind of championship. It may just be the Big 12 championship, but they did beat BYU 29-7. BYU couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm still not buying it. I'm sorry, still not buying it. It's this new built Big 12. I don't know. I didn't watch the game, but I'm not there. I'm not sold on them yet.
Man, I watched them, and they looked as good as a team that I've seen in the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they make errors. They're not perfect, but they're good enough, and they're good. They're top 10 good, Stevie.
That's hard for me to say, man, because I do not like the Red Raiders. I don't.
They're somewhat of a rival. They hate Texas just like as much as Arkansas does, and A&M and Oklahoma. I think what made Cats then, even though Baron Morton is playing injured, he's a tough guy, but that may be their downfall, even though he's a good quarterback, because of he's not healthy, kind of like Quinn Ewers last year. But Cameron Dickey, the running back from Austin, another 100-plus yard game, had 121 yards rushing and a touchdown. That young man, after Taj Brooks goes to the NFL, they get another one. And Cameron Dickey wasn't even expected to start this year, but he had to. And he's proving that he's well worth it. I mean, he is number one good, like first-team RB good. They beat 29-7 BYU. So, but none of these guys I'm talking about are we're going off a Heisman candidate theme. You don't see many guys on the defensive side of the ball as Heisman candidates. Do you? I mean, they have a linebacker from Wichita Falls, a senior named Jacob Rodriguez. I mean, this guy's all over the field. Have you watched him play much?
No.
He had 14 tackles last game, 9 of which were solo. Lateral movement on the pass, against the pass, he's great. He brings it on the run support. They're trying to boost him to be a Heisman candidate, Jacob Rodriguez.
If you can't say that Jacob Rodriguez at his position is not playing at that level, at an elite level, elite, as good as anybody in the country. And guys, really, honestly, if you start looking at it, it's awesome because people have been putting these stats together. The things he's doing compared to linebackers that were actually there at the Heisman race, or we're talking about at the Heisman race. So, and I know our Lubbock media will keep pushing it, but man, anybody that's national in here, you should push it because that kid deserves to be a part of that. He really does.
And on top of that, Rodriguez is a huge faith-based kid. He professes it all the time. But next time you get a chance, Stevie, check him out. Just watch a few plays. I'm impressed by the young guy. I mean, I know he's a senior. Their next game, they only got 2 games left. It's against Central Florida and West Virginia. But you know as well as I do, any team can beat you on any given day.
Absolutely.
That's the way it is. Hey, there's a lot of talk, and we'll just hit this one quickly. Projections for the CFP. I mean, I think of Tech hosting Texas. Can you imagine?
Tech hosting Texas.
Yeah.
I don't want to imagine it. I don't, because they're going to be fired up for the last game. We left the Big 12 the way we did them up in Dallas.
Here.
What?
It was here.
No. The Big 12 championship game.
That was Oklahoma State.
You're absolutely right. That's right. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, that was here at home. But we booed the commissioner for what he said about Texas Tech. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so they wanted to win at home here in Austin really, really bad. So I don't want to go up there because this is going to be like a revenge game for them, man. They'll be fired up.
Well, and they hate Texas. And
They hate Texas.
And it'll probably be a night game.
Likely.
And the Jones is not a good place to be if you're a visitor.
At night. Nope, not at all.
I've seen it. It's a great
college
witnesses.
Football. I was on the wrong side of the win-loss column in that stadium.
Oh man.
I tell people all the time, man, I at the University of Texas, I'm from Louisiana, right? So when I came here to go to college, we were told to hate OU. We were told to hate Texas A&M. But man, I grew to absolutely despise Texas Tech. Oh my goodness. I
think that's hilarious, man.
Yeah, they rushed the field on us. What's that?
That's good perspective.
Yeah, they rushed the field on us. The students were in our face, and we just had to drop our head and walk off, Like we weren't human to them. We were just somebody on the field, and they jumped down on the field after they won the game, and they were in our face, and we just couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, you just got to control it. I've been there for a storming of the field in 2007 when they upset Oklahoma with Sam Bradford. I was on the field for that. The Jones is a great place for college football to experience if you're for Tech. You get some drunk, rowdy West Texans and some Texas Tech fans and Red Raider alums, you're in for a good time if that's your team for sure. UT, I know you are back in the 12. And that's what we keep telling everybody. Let each week happen. How it's supposed to shake out will, especially this month. I mean, a lot can happen. There's going to be more movement. I mean, can you defend or agree or defend your case on any of those for this week?
I wouldn't have had BYU in there.
No, not okay. That's
fair. They lost too bad.
Oh, but on the road, that's the only reason I kept.
Yeah, still nah. And in the college football playoff, they will probably have to go on the road and play on a campus somewhere.
Yeah,
So
if they win,
yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't have put them that high. What did Georgia Tech do? Because I still like them.
They had an open date. So they're
Yeah.
going to move up. I mean, they're a good one-loss team.
Yeah. One loss. So I really like them. I really like Georgia Tech.
And both Louisville and Virginia lost
Yeah.
in the ACC in the same
Yeah.
conference that Georgia Tech's in.
Yeah. Golly. BYU. Let's just stick with BYU. It's hard, man. It's
But
hard.
what happens, let's say we go to the Big 12 championship. See, we're going to go all these hypothetical scenarios. What happens if BYU and Tech play in the Big 12 championship and BYU wins that rematch? What happens to Tech?
I don't know.
That'd be 2 losses.
There'll be 2 losses. Then they're out. Then your conference game, this part of the playoffs.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Let's say Tech goes into that game number 4 in the country. You're going to drop them all the way. Let's say because BYU, in order to get there, they got to keep winning themselves.
You may have to drop them because you still gotta put in the conference winners for their automatic bid.
The 5.
There's only 5. Okay.
That's 7 other spots. So you're going to say, is Tech one of the 7? I'm just saying, would Tech let's say Tech gets to number 4 in the country. Is Tech one of the best of the 7 remaining?
If they lose, then no. But that might be my bias.
Right? No. It's a valid point. Valid point.
Yeah.
Because you're going to look at a group of 5 conference champion could be in the playoff, could be North Texas. Could be.
North Texas in the college football playoffs. It's crazy. Yeah.
And speaking of South Florida, they totally manhandled UT San Antonio. Our guy Jeff Traylor's program, just having a rebuilding year. They have not had one of those. But the hard truth for like Traylor and UT San Antonio, and you and I have talked about this a lot, Stevie, is you've got to fundraise. You've got to provide infrastructure and facilities. And there's a lot of people just out of the woodwork criticizing Traylor in this program. I mean, well, what do you expect? You're leasing a stadium that's nowhere near the campus. Mm-hmm. They just built a football facility, their offices and practice on campus. They need something indoors. And so he point blank went on to one of another stories inside the Man Cave VIP alumni, the legendary David Smoke, who got his start in the media in East Texas, now he and his son run I think it's Sikkim 365 out of Waco. They had Traylor on and point blank asked him about, hey, you want to win? We got to spend.
Here's what I'm just going to say. Like, you're going to have to pay sooner or later. If we don't invest, I'm not going to win. You're going to go raise the money to fire me. So you might as well go ahead and invest the money in the program. Let's win. And I had to do that thing on the back end. So it's going to take some innovation, some creativity, maybe somebody to fund us along, some billionaire to give us a huge gift. But I'm going to help her all I can. But I know if I don't win games, I can't help her at all.
He's talking about her being his AD. It's a good point. All these alumni and boosters want all the success. I mean, all Traylor's done is win and bring that program to a national spotlight. And now all of a sudden, for whatever reason, I don't think he's resistant to NIL and change. He's a smart guy. He's adapting, in my opinion, the best he can. And he's elevated that program. But that's a good point. Why would you raise that money to buy him out and fire him when you could be putting it to the program?
Put it into the program right now. So I think he might be talking to his bosses more than he's talking to anybody behind that camera.
They throw hands.
Okay.
Multiple ones.
Oh, hey, it's a 4-1.
Yeah, they already do that. I don't know why they do that. I mean, the game's already over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Texas State, UTSA's rival. You know, G.J. Kinney's done a lot of good, recruited well. Their season went south in a hurry, and now they're fighting after a game in Lafayette, Louisiana, after they lost another one. It's not a good look. I've seen those before. I've been in the middle of one before between Stephen F. and Sam Houston. It got ugly fast. I mean, 14 people suspended the next week.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know what it's, and I don't know all the details. I know the Texas State Brain Trust issued a statement. Will be an investigation, and if there may be some information out right now, but how does that look for a program that's not only trying to become a stable winner, but what does that do for them right now? I mean, because that's the one thing that a lot of people are going to see. Well, look at Texas State. That they're insinuating that without knowing the facts. I don't know who started it, but it did look like Texas State instigated all that because Louisiana used to be Louisiana Lafayette, as you know.
Yeah,
they're in their victory line. They do it every game at home.
Yeah,
and Texas State didn't like it and started. That's what it looked like.
Yeah. You always say, let's fight during the game, not after the game.
If they would have had that much fight, they probably would have won that game.
Yeah, absolutely, man. No, that's not a good look. I've never been a part of one of those after the game fights and things like that, man. Probably because I went to a private Christian school and we were busy praying after the game. But yeah, that's not a good look, man. It's just not. I hate that happened. Between the whistles, everything goes, but after the game, just stop, man. And you got your tail whooped. So, just go back to the locker room. There's nothing else to talk about.
Did you ever experience anything remotely close to that at UT?
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
No.
Wow.
No.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
OU gets a little chippy.
Yeah, but I don't even want to say it out loud, but they whooped us so bad that we wanted to go to the locker room. Back in my day, I was part of one of those 63-3 teams, man.
I remember it. You don't have to remind me.
Yeah.
Oh, man. One thing we talked about was Scott Wilson, the Super Texas fan, celebration of life at St. John's United Methodist Church the night before. There was a gathering of folks. He is a wide range of Longhorn fans, all ages, dating back to the 70s. He has been to every UT football game since Earl Campbell played and had been to almost 1,600 consecutive UT baseball games. And funeral at St. John's this yesterday, Sunday. My home church, you saw a lot of your friends there, a lot of familiar faces. Coach Schlossnagel, the current Texas baseball coach, the church was filled with a lot of amazing people, and there were great stories. Former head coach David Pierce, who's now the head coach at Rice, was there, had amazing stories. And Kirk Dressendorfer, who's a Man Cave VIP alumni, he delivered some really good stories, but there was a lot of crying, a lot of laughing, and a lot of great reunions. And as we hit the break, this song right here that you'll hear was played at the beginning of the funeral and at the end. We'll see you on the other side of this break.
Here at Hargrove Roofing, we try to think outside the box to kind of get the creative juices flowing. So I brought in my friend Stevie Lee, former defensive tackle for the Texas Longhorns. He's going to help the team strategize, really motivate them, light a fire.
This guy's going to block down. This guy's going to block down. You put your butt into the guard, and that way my Mike linebacker gets free to do what?
Not only are they going to learn a thing or two, but they're going to also leave with a great attitude and a bunch of smiles on their faces.
I'm sorry, what does this have to do with roofing exactly?
Get out.
Right now.
I said get out.
For me, that's what it's all about. It's just having fun, making our employees have a great time. Hargrove Roofing. Know who's on your roof.
Austin, Texas is changing every day, but one constant is Dirty Martin's Place on Guad. Dirty's recently celebrated 98 years young, and the future is solid. And this space in the back is open to host any event, personal or business related.
Hey everyone, it's Daniel here at Dirty Martin's. We're in the Burn Orange Room. We are currently booking a lot of parties back here. If you can see, we got a capacity for about 90 people, but we are excited to host any party that you might want to bring.
Give Daniel Young a call at Dirty's to reserve this space for any event that you can think of.
Man, you were going too fast, man. I was trying to read through those playoffs brackets, man. Golly, I really like the 4A. My girls, my daughter now plays in 4A, so I know some of those schools. So I want to see Salado was playing.
Yeah.
In fact, volleyball playoff is right now, and we play Salado tomorrow night over at Mary Hardin Baylor.
Mary Hardin Baylor, great facility. Salato's athletic department has really they've taken off here the last 5 years.
And they are building a monster stadium over there too.
Football?
4A team. Yeah, a football stadium.
Really?
We went to play Salado a few weeks ago and drove up in the parking lot, and there's a bunch of construction. They're building a really nice stadium over there.
You and I had an opportunity to check out two of those teams in the playoffs. There's 43 Austin area teams in the postseason in high school football.
Yeah.
You and I got to see the mighty Anderson Trojans and the talented Wise Wolves last week, and we got to see Caleb Crenshaw. He didn't quite get the record, but Stevie, he's 38 yards away from breaking the Austin ISD rushing record. Anderson, as you saw in there, they will play Friendswood at the venerable, historic House Park Field in beautiful downtown Austin, the view of the Austin skyline at 3 o'clock on Saturday. And look, if you notice, and I'm not being biased, I'm just saying it's when you got to highlight something that's like that. Cedric Alexander at Vanderbilt University owns the record right now.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, I'm sure all he needs to get is 38, 39 yards, and he will be the new rushing king of Austin Independent School District. And if you could tell by that picture, he is committed to Stephen F. Austin.
There you go.
There you go, baby. I just want to be a little biased right here. Point.
There you go.
Only the chosen get to wear that logo and lumberjack on there.
There you go.
So shout out to Caleb Crenshaw and the Anderson Trojans back in the playoffs for the back-to-back years, and it's been a long time since they could say that. But so check it out. Go to our social media, at Stories Man Cave on Twitter, our Facebook page, Instagram. You'll see all those playoff matchups involving the Austin area schools. And if you're watching from other parts of Texas or the country, man, you'll experience it. Playoff football is nothing like it. And it's good to see the next gen, this high school football, the purest form of football. Hey, TikTok in the man cave, a rare species of bird related to the parrot. Marvin Gaye would have provided the theme song for this parrot, man. He gets it on with this male photographer in the middle of the jungle. This is our TikTok. He just pretty much shagged this guy.
Do you think it is he's actually attempting a sort of mating ritual? He is. Oh, no. You are being shagged. Well, not ow. Go on, Shark. Look, he's so happy. Sorry. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. You are being shagged by a rare parrot.
Yep. That's exactly what he did.
You heard those noises coming out of his beak?
Yeah, those are sex noises for sure.
Dude, that was sex. There was some sexting going on up in that parrot. Boy, he was getting some cardio on top of that man's head. Those flopping those wings. Boy, he was thrusting that tail feather up in that man's head.
Hey, man, tell me something good.
My brother Stevie Lee, Mike Adams taking the night off to handle some administrative when work calls. When you're high up in a school district, hey, work never ends. But hey, shout out to Mike Adams and his family. You'll see him here next week. So
yep.
we love positivity around here, and I got to give the king of positivity the first dibs at this. Tell me something good, my brother.
Oh, man, I got a few things good, but something good is I get to watch my baby girl tomorrow play Salado in the regional playoffs, volleyball playoffs tomorrow, man. I'm really excited about that, man.
That is.
Salado has been their bugaboo, that monkey on their back for years now. And tomorrow, so my oldest daughter played against them. And for 2 years straight, they got put out of the playoffs by Salado. And so this year, my youngest daughter is on varsity. And so they get to play Salado tomorrow. Don't know how it's going to go. Salado is still really good, but our girls are good too. So that's going to be fun, man. It's that time of year, man. It's the high school playoffs time of year for women's volleyball and for football, man. And I'm really, really enjoying it. That's something good.
No, it is. That's something great, man. And it's I'm not a cold weather guy, but the cold weather does remind me of high school football a lot. I spent 20 plus years following some of the big high schools, small high schools across the great state of Texas and Oklahoma, and saw some people that made a name for themselves at the major college level, and I saw some future pros. Man, I just remember one cold night, Barry Sanders Jr. For Heritage Hall in Oklahoma City went off one night in the first quarter alone, and he played for Stanford, and he is just an amazing kid. He in the first quarter, it was this time of year in a playoff. I don't know why this one stands out the most, but it was I think he had almost 100 yards in the first quarter.
Wow.
And it's so he would glide. And then I have a lot of memories, a lot of great ones from here with Lake Travis, Westlake, Dripping Springs, and a lot of others. But my favorite high school football playoff memories were provided by the Lufkin Panthers in East Texas. I mean, Des Bryant, Jaworski Lane. There's a long list of guys. I bet you I covered over almost 40 guys that played Division I football from Lufkin alone.
Wow.
Or 30. And Reggie McNeil and the state championship run and then state semifinal runs, all those Lufkin South Lake Carols with their matchups with Todd Dodge when he was there. And it got exciting. And it's a beautiful thing when you see it in a one high school town or community. And I don't think people realize how special high school football is.
It's pretty special in Texas.
It is. And, when I played, we were not good. We had some good players. We were not good. We needed more Stevie Lees on the line. That's what we needed. Well, the great city of Shreveport, Louisiana, the home of the Stevie Lee and the home of Hargrove Roofing. We love the Hargroves. We love their Hargrove team based out of Shreveport. Hell, we like them all, even the ones. Well, we still love Coach and all that crew over there off of Ashdale in Austin, Texas. And to the home of my college alma mater, Nacogdoches, Texas, and those beautiful red brick streets. And to the great and lovely, beautiful Austin, Texas, we love you a little more. And we love everybody. And to you, the viewer, the listener, wherever you see or watch us or listen to us, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing all of our content. For the OG Man Cave boys, that being Hardball Harge, Big Mike, and me, Coach Mo. What do we tell them, Stevie Lee?
We out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. I'm in my car in the giddy up.
I said get out.